guys, it's Sam, and today I'm going to be unboxing this Tor Fearless Woman box. So there's a funny story about this. I typically just have one book haul a month and I include everything in that book haul and all of that. But this box was hiding in my apartment and I didn't realize it was here for my May book haul. So it's getting its own unboxing. With my move last month, it ended up getting kind of rearranged with the movers and it ended up with the Christmas supplies. On accident. The whole thing was actually really embarrassing. It was like a sleuth novel, like really, it was delivered and we didn't know where it was and I was gonna call the post office and it was here, hiding. Because the movers thought it was a moving box, not a gift. So as the title suggests, this is a Fearless Woman box and is featuring books by women with fearless women. And that seems very on brand for me. So the first thing is this tote from Tor that says, I read Fearless Women. There's this crown, which I'm not, well, I just was about to say I'm not gonna put it on, but I kind of can. It doesn't really work for me. It doesn't really work on my head, unfortunately. Binks is very upset that he can't come in here. He knows boxes are being opened and he wants to sit in them immediately. Oh my good gracious, they're all wrapped. It's like Christmas. So first, ooh, there is some swag, and this looks like it's related mostly to Vicious by V.E. Schwab, which I have not read yet because I am the worst. But there is a grapefruit white essential oil, and I love essential oils. That is very refreshing. I have an essential oil diffuser, so this is perfect. That is wonderful. It's from Wellington Fragrance, apparently. But that's a wonderful, clean, fresh scent. And then there's a pen. And there's some playing cards for Vicious / Vengeful, because I know that's coming out soon. And then there's a feather, which must be on theme for something here. I don't know. I don't know anything about what's going on. Oh, and they have a little guide in here, so it's the Fearless Women thing, and it's about like the campaign and what books are in this, which I don't want to spoil myself, so I'm not even going to open it, but it has like a little guide, and it's all like laminated and nice, so thank you, because usually I really can't tell what's going on with those. Oh my gosh, there's a lot happening. There's like swag around it. I'm gonna grab that first because I'm nervous about that like breaking or something. What are you? Do I open it or do I leave it? I'm very nervous. I'm gonna wait till the end. I don't want to open it when it's like maybe just like a decorative thing, you know? If it was decorative, I think it'd be glued. I'm nervous. I'm just gonna leave it for now. Book number 1. This is, oh man, I am very excited. So this is The Queens of Innis Lear by Tessa Gratton. I actually already have a copy of this, so I might be doing a giveaway because I want to read this soon, so I might do a giveaway when I read it. But this is a new series I'm very, very excited about. It follows 3 queens. It's like a fantasy King Lear situation going on, but it follows the daughters. I think it's going to be amazing. I already had a couple friends that have read this and really enjoyed it, so I am very much looking forward to it, and I'm excited to give a copy away because I love giving gifts. And this is Death Doesn't Bargain by Sherilyn Kenyon. This is, I think, the second or maybe even the third book in the Dead Man's Cross series. It doesn't say on the side. But this is one of the later books in the series. I don't read the synopsis, but I know this is fairly popular. It's like a fantasy pirates, but it's set in the same world as one of her other series, or features at least one of those main characters. So it's like a paranormal pirate situation. And I think this has to do with that, because it has a little pin that matches this woman right here, so I think that's on brand for that. But again, I don't want like a spoiler or something. I'm just gonna leave that there. Ooh! I've been excited about this. This is City of Lies by Sam Hawke, and I've seen this cover going around for months now. So this is about Joven, and he leads kind of a double life. He is the good friend of the Chancellor's heir, and he's just kind of forgettable and quiet. But in secret, he's a poison master, which is fantastic. And he's sworn to protect the Chancellor's family, and so the heir, obviously. And when the Chancellor succumbs to an unknown poison and an army starts invading the city, Joven and his sister Kalina are the only 2 that can protect the heir and protect their city-state. So the tagline says, "Poison, treachery, ancient spirits, sieges, the poison wars begin now." Sounds so good. And this one comes out in July. Ooh. Oh, ooh. I've been interested in this one too. This is Starless by Jacqueline Carey, and Jacqueline Carey is a very popular SFF author. She did the Kushiel's Dart series that is very well loved among many people. So this is about Kai, who's been trained his entire life because he's destined to protect the princess, and he's trained by this warrior sect in killing and stealth, and he ends up having to enter the court of the Sunblessed and has to deal with all of the court intrigue and all of that. And this line is like the best. But in the far reaches of the western seas, the dark god Miasmus is rising, intent on nothing less than wholesale destruction. Yes. So Kai and the princess actually have to end up teaming up and seek out this crew of prophecy seekers and go on this epic quest. And it's about fighting gods. You know how I feel about mythology. This sounds amazing, and I've yet to read any Jacqueline Carey. I've just been like putting it off, but this sounds like a new series that I could really get behind. It's so exciting. So many books that I've been like really looking forward to, and then they just show up at my door in this nice little package. It makes me so happy. And this is Zero Sum Game by S.L. Huang. And this is a new science fiction thriller that follows a main character who is apparently kind of like Trinity from The Matrix. And it sounds like she's sort of like a bounty hunter. She'll take any kind of job. She has a special set of skills, but one day she takes the wrong job, as they tend to, and everything kind of goes from there. This is out in October. Oh, Starless, by the way, is out in June. And this is By Fire Above by Robin Bennis. This is the second book in this series. This series is called Signal Airship. This is kind of like a steampunk action-y series. I don't want to read the synopsis because, again, I don't want to get spoiled. I have the first book in the series, so I don't want to know too much about this, but I've been hearing really good things about that first one. It's just very, like, action-packed, airships, steampunk craziness, all that fun stuff. Ooh. We have this hardcover copy of Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I have not read this book. I know everyone is like, why not? And I know. Sarah Jane and I plan on buddy reading this actually, so now that I have like another copy, you should probably get to it soon. This is about villains, obviously. And the second book is coming out very, very soon, so it is high time. I have no doubts that I'm going to love this, and I think that's just why I've been putting it off, because I'm like, well, I'm gonna love it. Like, I don't even need to read it because I know I'm gonna love it. It is time. And I really enjoy the repackaging of this. Like, it's so pretty. Oh! Lastly, we have another book that I've heard a ton about, and that is The Calculating Stars by Mary Robinette Kowal. This is being released in July and is one I've heard a ton about. I've read one of her other books in her other series, The Glamorous Histories, really liked it, didn't end up continuing with the series, but I really like her writing. This takes place in 1952 after an asteroid hits Earth, and it ends up destroying much of the eastern seaboard and is referred to as the DC meteor because it hits near Washington, D.C. This ends up destroying Washington, D.C., so it just obliterates the U.S. government and ends up starting an environmental cataclysm that will eventually make it so that Earth is no longer inhabitable. So this calls for a radically accelerated timeline for Earth colonizing space. And this follows Elma, who's an experienced pilot and mathematician, and she enters kind of the space race realm, and she's realizing, looking around her and saying, women are just as worthy to go into space as men are, because this is obviously the space race to get a man on the moon. And she wants to become the first lady astronaut with, I'm sure, a team of other lady astronauts. Sounds fantastic. So it is a wonderful selection of reads for a number of authors. I'm always on board for a campaign that's a Fearless Women campaign, but like, so many of these books are books I'm so very excited about, so I'm very happy. So thank you, Tor, for sending this my way. So comment down below, let me know if you have read any of these books or the books that are in the series, or if you're excited about any of these books. Comment down below, let me know. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all guys soon. Bye!